Well, I started rust repair on my truck. I took the step off and grinded at the rust and cleaned it up a bit. There's quite a lot of rust here, but I'm going to take the grinder, cut out a square here and see what's behind that. Try to weld a piece of metal in and then weld another chunk on the bottom. Put Bondo over the metal on the cracks and stuff. Try and make it look nice. If you ever need some sheet metal for your truck, just go to a truck in a parking lot, take a grinder, cut what you need and run. Well, I got this all cleaned up on the truck, and then I cut this off the bed of my other truck, and the bed on the other truck was dented in because a tractor ran into it, so I just went to the other side, cut that piece out. Exact same curvature on this front fender as the bed, so all I gotta do is cut it to size and weld her in. Well, first actually I'm gonna put some rust proofing on that so it doesn't rot out even more, and then weld that piece on. It took a few hours, but I finally got this piece of steel to fit pretty good in there. So I'm just gonna paint it, or try to paint it with a little bit of black spray paint I got, just to seal it off a bit more. And I put about 3 heavy coats of this stuff on, so it should help seal the rust that was there to keep it from rusting more, and it should be fine. And I'm also gonna do the back of this with that, and then wipe it off, and then paint it too if I have enough paint, just so it'll last a bit longer. I put some paint on this and on the back of here, so it should last a bit longer than without it. And I'm gonna try to tack it on there, get it in place, and then weld it up all the way around. Well, I got it all welded up and patched. My welds aren't great, but I'm gonna grind it down and put some thin layer of Bondo over it, make it all nice and smooth, and hide my crappy welds and everything. So it already looks better than a rusty hole. Well, it's the next day, and I finished this fender. Well, all the body work or metal work on this fender is done. I still have the body work to do, like the Bondo and the paint. Grinded off all the welds so you can't tell. Well, you can still tell, but it looks a little bit less horrible. So that fender's done for now. I'm going to move on to these rocker panels and just grind at it with that brush till I can see all the rust. I got my rocker all grinded down, and there's a whole bunch of holes all the way down and a bunch of little ones over there. What I'm going to do is patch the big stuff like that one with steel, and then the rest will be Bondoed. And I'm thinking maybe in like 10-15 years I'll just replace this whole rocker panel with a brand new one. And there's these plugs. I popped them out and stuck an air compressor in and blew it out, and I don't know, maybe 2 cups worth of rust came out of all the holes. So it's rusty on the inside. The outside isn't that horrible. So I'm going to patch the big holes, Bondo the rest, throw on a new rocker panel in maybe 15 years-ish. And on the inside, I'm going to mix diesel and oil and spray into all the holes, which might theoretically help it from rusting, because right now it's rusting from the inside out. It's getting late, but I managed to patch everything good enough for a layer of Bondo to go over it, and I just have that piece to do to weld in, And I can't do that right now because I ran out of welding wire. It's the next day again, and well, this is the driver's side, and this is actually worse than the passenger side. I got the rocker and everything grinded down, and big hole there, real big hole there, big hole there, and of course the front fender is about the same, maybe a little bit worse on this side, and then there's that hole up there. This is when I wish I would have ordered rocker panels for it a few months ago, so I could just weld a new one in. I took a break from doing body work to replace my steering box. I mean, not replace it, but rebuild it. That's it there. It's just been nothing but problems. I need another bearing because the kit didn't come with it. So now I'm back to body work. I'm gonna cut this out. I already patched that little spot there and that little spot there, and then I have a big patch in the rocker to do. And that'll be all the body work I have to do on, or metal work I guess that I have to do on the fenders and rockers. This is where I'm at so far. Got the patch welded on and done up here. Just the bottom part that I have to tack on or weld up more, I guess. It's already tacked. There we go. We have it all patched up. You can see that it looks kind of crappy here and crappy there and not the best underneath, but it's gonna have Bondo over this area and it'll fill in all those little cracks and stuff, so not too big of a deal. I don't think so anyways. Been working on this patch here. I already patched that little piece there in. But just a little tip for everybody when you're gonna weld in your metal here. If you weld on a little tab, grab a pair of pliers. You can hold it perfectly there without trying to screw around and all that. This works really good. It's been a while since I filmed anything for this video, but I'm done patching the rockers. There are still some holes, but that'll be bondoed and it'll be good enough for now. And I got this fender patched, the other fender's patched, so all the metal work's done on the fenders and rockers, so now I'm moving on to the floor and stuff. So thanks for watching this video and goodbye.